So good morning. It's a Wednesday and hold on, I have to figure out how to use a gate. Okay. It is morning and I am off to have breakfast and then go to the office, and then I have tea later with Songhee and Bible study after that. So that's today. Somewhere in there we'll have lunch and possibly dinner. Oh, so yesterday was Valentine's Day. Valentine's here works much like it does in Japan, as where like the girls give chocolates to the guys on Valentine's Day and the guys give chocolates to the girls on White Day, which happens next month, 14th. And apparently there's something called Black Day for people who don't have dates that go out then and eat black noodles, which is kind of depressing, but anyhow, I've heard it said that it happens here. Okay. Okay, so that's the Coffee Bean. That's where I spent most of the time the first day I got here, that played all like the slow jazz versions of Cyndi Lauper, which are really nice actually. This plays slow jazz versions of lots of songs in there, but Cyndi Lauper's really the only one I recognize. Anyway, yep. Well, I am off to lunch, although I did meet a guy this morning who he's Korean from Japan and knows people in India. So he may be helping me set up a couple contacts in India if the one that I'm already setting up through Rahul, who I haven't talked to you about, doesn't work out. Rahul is a guy from India who is here on business and is going back to India and may be coming back to Korea, although he's not sure. He would like to, and he'd like to bring his family with him, but we don't know if that's actually going to work out. Prayers for him would be good. Alright, talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so I had lunch with Pastor Bill. It was good. We had little tiny fish. Apparently they're anchovies that are like dried, and they're like this big, like they could fit on a quarter. They're tasty too. So, oh, random facts about weddings. If you go to a wedding or a funeral, you sign the book and you leave an envelope with money in it to like offset the cost of the wedding or the funeral. But the thing is, they then write down the amount of money so that when they go to your wedding or funeral, they get to pay more than you paid them. Yeah. So I totally just got given Valentine's chocolate, and I also figured out that Black Day is the day where you give chocolates to people that didn't get chocolates on either Valentine's Day or White Day. Yep. But today is not Black Day. Black Day is in like April or something. Okay, so we're done archiving for the day, and we are off to have tea with Songhee, and that is if I can remember what exit I'm supposed to get off at. You remember when I said that knowing what exit it is good on the subway? Yeah, I don't know what exit I'm supposed to get out at. But I've called her and I emailed her, and I have my laptop with me, so we've got plenty of time. We'll figure it out. I really have to get better at this subway thing. Anyway, so we're off. Yeah. One of the fun things about working in a church office is you get to listen to all the other rooms that are around you. And a lot of times they do like worship stuff and it's a lot of fun. But sometimes they tune... Wow, there's a lot of noise going on. Sometimes they tune the piano. And that's not as much fun to listen to for 3 hours. Note to self, never become a piano tuner. Okay, so I figured out what line I'm supposed to be on. I figured out what direction I'm supposed to be going on it. And now let's hope I get off at the right stop. Yay for payphones! Exit number 7. Pretty sculptures! And oh, random fact, when ordering coffee in Asia, if you order an American coffee, that means black, and being that it's in Asia, it will be very strong, because they don't have to do anything here. So this is one of the oldest churches?
Yeah, the oldest one of the oldest Methodist churches.
Ah.
It says if the river runs into the sea, it cannot come back. So while the moon is shining, just enjoy the moonlight. Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Yeah. North Korea.
Oh, cool.
So, yes, so you have to, pay like a 20,000 won, $20. So actually, this is $10, but I have to buy two.
One for
keep,
you.
Yeah,
One for North Korea.
yeah.
That's very good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that was fun and exciting, and we completely lost track of time. We had an amazing time talking about her life and her story, which is personal and I won't share. But and we talked about names, which I love. Her name, Song Hee, means bright shining light. And she has a great desire to live up to that name and to be that light, especially to so many of the children here. She's a teacher, so many of the children are pressured to be the best, and they're getting rather depressed about not being able to be the best because only one can be. And so she wants to be a light to them, which is wonderful. And we had great food, and her husband's a photographer, so their house is gorgeous. Sorry, I needed to put more money on my card there. We had a great time. We had apple and ham sandwiches, which are tasty, and we had a Korean salad, which is a lot easier to eat with chopsticks than it is to eat with a fork, and it was a good time. I took way too many pictures, but she's married to a photographer, so she's used to people walking around taking pictures of her house. They had really small houses, which was awesome. Very economic and stuff. So we also had dolki, I think, which is it's a strawberry, and she told me about what they call the anger disease, which here so many people have to hold in their feelings, and especially women or men in low positions hold in their anger so much that they actually get physically sick, and it's considered incurable, which is kind of sad. Oh, Japan. I remember back when I was in Japan, which was 9 days ago. It feels like so long ago. I talked about how the Japanese were worried of how the Koreans would think of them, and that they were afraid that they were going to say bad things. But she admires the Japanese because she sees them as being so much more polite and stuff like that. And so I told her that they were afraid that the Koreans wouldn't like them and would say bad things. And she said that politically they were very opposite one another, but the people have no problem with each other, which I think is interesting. That there is that huge separation in their minds between the politics and people. I don't know if that's good or bad, but there it is. So yeah, we had a great conversation, and we're gonna hang out some more. She wants to be my tour guide and show me around, so that'll be fun. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. All right, I am off to Bible study. If I keep talking, I'm gonna be late. Oh, counting. They count different here. And if they say it's 3 stops on the subway or the metro, that means you are on the train for 3 stops and you get off on the 4th stop. So these are good things to know. The way they count age too, you can be 25 in Korea years, but only 24 in American years, because if your birthday hasn't come yet, like say you were born in August, right now in Korea you could be 25 when you're 24, or like I would be 26 if I was here my whole life, even though I'm only 25 now. Although technically I'm 9 days old in Korea time. Anyhow, that's how that works. Oh, and another thing, we drank this tea from China called silver needle tea, and it was actually really, really good. Like, I liked it a lot. Anyhow, and I am here with 7 minutes to get up the stairs. Yay! Set, go! Whoa! Watch the equipment.
I got a bit around my neck.
Here you go.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, we're gonna.
Hey, so Bible study was fun. We talked about fasting, we talked about why you fast and how you fast, and we talked about Lent some, and it was Marshall and Lauren and Gia and I. Gia is Lauren's fiance, and her name means wisdom. And we just had a lot of fun hanging out and talking and discussing stuff. It's a good thing. Okay, so who is God today? Today I was thinking about my work in the office and hanging out with Sanghi and the Bible study, and I was thinking about all these people and activities and things, and even myself, striving to be the best and better than everyone else. Be it that, you know, we want our kids to be the best ones around, or that we want, you know, to fast better than everybody else, or work longer hours than everybody else, or for whatever reason we have this need to have some boast in ourselves, some pride. And I got thinking about that verse, don't really know where it is, but I want to say Corinthians somewhere. And Paul says that his only boast is in God and in the Lord. And I thought, what about God makes you say, hey, it's okay to be humble? What about God says that you don't have to be better than everybody else? And I think it might just be like his awesomeness. Like, if you look at how good and how amazing God can be, and he is, then you can't be better than him. And if you can't be better than him, it doesn't mean you don't strive to be the best that you can be, and that you don't want to give your best to him, but somehow it makes being better than the other people not as important. Because it's not about beating out everyone else to be worthy, because you can't. He's so awesome. He's so perfect that even if you were better than absolutely every last person on the face of the planet, you'd never get close enough to be as good as him. So being like him is the best we can do. And I think that maybe God today is the best. And that when we see that, we can be humble. So today, God's the best.